A subject that I have confronted and dealt with many, many times in my journey in life. A subject I have dealt with before I began preaching, and I have confronted and dealt with this subject for the past 48 years in ministry. And I've come to the conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, that no man, no woman comes into this world and leave this world without confronting and addressing this subject. It's a subject of betrayal. Betrayal. Nobody is free and exempted from betrayal. And especially if you are called and chosen by God to perform a special duty, whether from your family, from among your countrymen, it doesn't matter, or your brethren. Betrayal is a spirit. And the first time we heard about betrayal was in heaven. And when it comes to being betrayed, it has nothing to do with what you do good or bad, right or wrong. As a matter of fact, those who betray you, ladies and gentlemen, most of the times will be those you help the most, and those you do good to the most, and those you go the extra mile, break your back for the most, are those who will betray you. And one of the reasons for betrayal, or in the implication of betrayal, is to break your spirit and wound your spirit. The Bible said, a wounded spirit, who can bear a wounded spirit? The Bible said, a merry heart maketh good like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones. Maduwa, italuka salim maya. The spirit of a man will sustain him in his infirmity. But a wounded spirit, who can bear, who can endure it? That is the purpose of betrayal. You are betrayed so that your spirit will be wounded and your spirit will be broken. Proverbs 17:22. If you don't understand this secret, you can die prematurely. You can throw in the towel. You can sabotage your own destiny and future. When your spirit is wounded, when your spirit is broken. There are people who commit suicide, hang themselves, end it. They end it because they don't see their way out. I have dealt with so many of that kind. I've been there before in my lifetime, when I was so betrayed and wounded and stabbed so deeply that I stood by and said, is there any meaning to life? And if this is what life is all about, why am I here? Betrayal will separate you from those you love the most. Betrayal will isolate you, take you into a land of isolation, because isolation leads to elimination. Betrayal. The first time we heard of betrayal was in heaven, when the name of a creation, one of God's creation by the name of Lucifer, betrayed the maker. And just imagine how perfect, loving, kind, blameless God is. And yet, one that he created and invested so much into betrayed him, turned on him, and moved 1/3 of the angels of heaven to back him. Just imagine how God's own creation can turn on him and make God look bad to the 1/3 of the angels of heaven. He succeeded to poison them and to make them believe that God is wrong and he is right. Now, if God himself, the creator, has to deal with betrayal, then who then do you think you and I? Who do you think we are? As long as you live till the day you die, especially if you are called, chosen, and anointed to be different from others, to accomplish something in this life, betrayal is something you must arm yourself because you deal with it. So the first time we heard about betrayal was in heaven. Lucifer betraying God. Number 2, Cain betrayed his brother Abel. Number 3, Absalom betrayed his father David. Please write down these things. Joseph was betrayed by his brethren, not by his enemies, but by his brethren. Every now and then, Jesus said, a man's enemies shall be those of his own heart. You will be betrayed by loved ones, brethren, family, wickedness in your own house. His own brethren betrayed him. Samson was betrayed twice. By his wife first, second by Delilah, his girlfriend. Sometimes love can betray you. And sometimes what you love the most can betray you. You got to come to the realization. You must know these things. If you study history, and if you live a little long, you will understand that betrayal is part of the process and the journey of life.